Throughout history, there have been countless unexplainable stories, events, and moments captured on audio. These horrifying tapes were archived, never to be heard again. Until now. These are the tapes of trepidation. Tape number 89. Side A. Work schedule.
Hey, Jim. Just thought I'd reach out to you before you begin your first day of work. Your department is a unique one, so hopefully you'll find this useful. I know you've read through our company's policies as described in your manual, the one you received after signing your non-disclosure contract, but I wanted to touch base with you nonetheless. Take this as me extending a friendly hand as proof of my faith in you. With that in mind, recognize this is just a few reminders, nothing more. Starting off, we do have a few coffee machines around the building. Espresso, decaf, whatever you want, feel free to indulge. Just don't let those coffee breaks distract you from your work. Be sure to arrive on time every day. I know that's a given for any job, but I'd feel remiss to not mention it. Treat your coworkers with respect. They come here each and every day with a fiery passion. Their dedication to work is as strong as yours is, and cooperation and good workplace etiquette is highly conducive to an optimal workplace environment. Such workplace etiquette includes, but is not limited to, 1. Minimizing all cell phone use. In fact, your phones will be collected at the beginning of the day and returned to you at the end of your shift. Company-issued phones must be used for all internal communication. These phones can only call numbers which correspond with other company phones. 2. Respecting other people's personal space. 3. Respecting the religious, cultural, and political beliefs of your coworkers. And lastly, but certainly not least, number 4. Every worker with adept workplace etiquette knows to maintain a happy can-do attitude. Now that we've gotten down the basics and pleasantries, let's move on to the more serious elements of your job. Do not leak any internal information to the public. This includes information about company policy, information about company personnel, and information about the location of company property. Please treat all of our merchandise with the utmost care. Our company's assets are of great importance to us. We have a zero-tolerance policy when it comes to the damaging of our products. As was indicated by your thorough background check, we take this as seriously as possible, given the nature of our merchandise. Merchandise will require constant daily care. Details about how to care for our merchandise can be found in Section 2.2b of the pamphlet you were issued following being accepted into the organization. Remember, our patrons are here to see our merchandise, not you. As such, you should act accordingly. Be as attentive to the needs of our patrons as possible. While customer service is appreciated, don't go overboard and become a distraction to our guests. Should a patron express interest in purchasing some of our merchandise, guide them to the nearest administration booth. Do not inquire about the identity or the financial details of our patrons. Do not inquire about the identity of our administration. If you ever know who they are, know that there is a serious issue. Furthermore, do not inquire about the identities of your coworkers. It is important to leave personal relationships outside of the workplace to maintain a professional environment. Finally, and most importantly, please remember that no
merchandise
may leave the premises. Do remember that any violation of these rules will result in your employment being terminated swiftly and permanently. Have a wonderful first shift, Jim. Remember to take pride in your work, and I'm sure that your relationship with the company will be a long-lasting one. Yours truly, the administration.
Side B. The Worker. To be quite frank, I hate my life. It's not just as incredibly dull as it is difficult work. Throughout my life, I've seen the exact cycle every single day. Wake up, go to work for the rest of the day, eat, serve our boss, sleep, rinse and repeat. Obviously, it's a pretty bad life, but I've grown accustomed to it. If I was unable to get used to it, I would have died after the first day. Not only that, though, it's also incredibly dangerous and terrifying. You don't know how many times rival families have raided us, or how many times I've nearly lost a limb engaging in a struggle with the enemy. I also hate killing other living beings in general. So it hurts when I have to fight. The fact that I'm not part of the militant section of my job doesn't help much either. One of the most terrifying and awful experiences of my life was about a month ago. I had finally come home from my daily scout, and what I saw when I entered the building scarred me for life. It was a complete slaughter. At least over 300 of my fellow workers. Dead. Dead limbs strewn everywhere. It was obvious that this was the work of one of our rival families. There must have been at least over 1,000 of them to trample through so many workers like this. Fortunately, more than half of the other workers in general survived. But it still haunts me to this day. Sometimes I wonder why I'm not dead yet, or why I was even born at all, even. My life is a dull, boring, dangerous, repetitious, miserable, and traumatizing wreck. Sometimes I really just wish something would crush me. You know, you should consider yourself lucky if you think your life is bad. Just think of me. It's difficult being a worker ant. This has been tape number 89, Work Schedule and the Worker, by the Tapes of Trepidation Horror Narration Podcast. Work Schedule, their first story featured in this episode, was written by Icydice. The Worker, the second story featured in this episode, was written by the Koromo. I'm so sorry if I'm butchering that. Both stories were originally posted on the Creepypasta Wiki. Guest narration and dialogue editing for Side A, Work Schedule, was by Madame Strangeways. Check out her fantastic non-fiction paranormal podcast, Madame Strangeways, through the link tree in the show notes. Narration for The Worker and the production and sound design for this episode was by me, TJ Hodder. Credits for music and additional sound design can be found in the show notes. The Tapes of Trepidation theme was written by the incredible J.M. Scherf. All logos, banners, overlays, and graphic design work was provided by the talented Jason Reese from Jaybird Digital Arts. If you have a story you'd like to submit or a question regarding the show, please contact us at tapesoftrepidation@gmail.com. Support the show by subscribing and leaving a rating on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, your favorite podcatcher, or like and subscribe on YouTube. And be sure to tell your friends. Word of mouth is extremely helpful to a podcast like this one. And both leaving ratings, subscribing, and sharing the podcast helps the show grow. Check us out on social media through the link tree in the show notes. We have Facebook, Instagram, and Discord. Insert, you should come join the Discord comment here, because I say it literally every single week. So if you haven't by now, I don't know what you're waiting for, but you should come join. We have a lot of fun, seriously. If you'd like to support the show a little more, consider joining the Tapes of Trepidation Patreon. With as little as $5 a month, you can gain access to monthly bonus short stories / micropasta narrations, the weekly behind-the-scenes podcast within the archive, and more. So come, join us, and become trapped within the archive. Just like my current patrons, Doozer Pindan, Ronan Komori, Eric Phones, Patrick Stewart, Madame Strangeways, Dr. Torment, Tori, Queen Cam, and Kai Faden. Thank you all so much for the support. I couldn't do this without you guys. All content used on Tapes of Trepidation is either original, used with permission, or is available on your Creative Commons by Share-alike license. All rights reserved, unless otherwise stated. Additional licensing information can be found in the show notes. This podcast and its content may not be redistributed or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Tapes of Trepidation and the story's author. Thank you so much for listening.